Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Vexian. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to the #1 champion on PC. That's going to be Spoit. He's the #1 legit champion. Reacting to him, we'll be breaking down his clips and kind of why he is the definitive best player in ranked for this season. Let's hop into it. You guys want to see more of these videos? I don't know, 50 likes, and I will do another one next Sunday. So let's hop into it and get going. All right, so let's watch this. This is 92% win rate and #1 champion elo, RainbowSixSiege. I'm excited to see how this goes. So first off, he's on the Roni. He's on new update Roni, it looks like. Potentially. Gets a kill on bottom main. Holding freezer. Dude, this guy is... Oh, no, it's post. Okay, so this is pre-nerf Roni, okay. This is probably like a week old. Dude, his crosshair placement is nuts. So one thing... So, fun fact, I've already recorded this video once. And the file corrupted, because that's my life. So it gets... it's like 4K right there. Yeah, so like one thing I noticed about Spoit, and I think this is relatively true with like a lot of, let's say like just the top 100 players on honestly any platform, including console, even though I hate console, is that like their crosshair placement is incredibly good, and like not to mention their positioning. Like Spoit's positioning on the first clip was like really good, and in this clip it's also like pretty good if I'm not mistaken. Like he just like maneuvers around the map so well and so fluidly, like it's just insane. Like I'm someone who consistently plays against champions and in high diamond elo, but like my movement and like just the way I move around the map and the way my positioning is just nowhere near this guy. This guy is just way better than I'll ever be, which is kind of makes me a little bit sad. But honestly, he's nuts. He's also like really aggressive, right? He's a very aggressive player. Like that is like something I've noticed. Like he's like one of like the most aggressive like people I've seen, and it's not like a like an aggression that's like, I guess, detrimental, right? There's detrimental aggression. But like the way he aggresses and engages in gunfights is like very proactive and it's very smart. So like he's pushing up and he's taking like map control and positions. That makes sense, right? It's not like he's putting himself detrimental. It's not like he's going for a clip. He's just playing extremely smart. And I think it's a very underrated thing that a lot of people like kind of overlook, and they're like, oh, Spoit's just a fragger. But no, he's an incredibly smart player. And then when he takes these gunfights and he takes these positions, he does it with purpose and reason. Like you see him how he maneuvers from luggage all the way around to 90 under the default cam on a shield, and then taking VIP control, and then, you know, defending the balcony. Like that like sequence of events is like very smart, and it's very like thought out and methodical. But it looks just very fast and like very like much like a ranked player. It's like, oh, I gotta kill it, move up. But it's actually very smart. It's very high level stuff. This is one of my favorite clips because this is a 1v3 from Spoit. He calls out, hey, listen, there's no one on site. Let's just jump in, which is like a really smart execute. They don't have a lot of time on the clock, so they have to push a win condition here. I think this is like a scrim or something, or it might be FPL. So he plays the objective there, and then he just isolates his ones. Like he's just so good at this. Like again, I contribute this a lot more to how he positions himself and how he moves. Like, look, he posts, so he's planted the bomb. It's a 1v3 post plant situation, and he takes top red control to hold window, right, to isolate the one right there. So he's not playing to get peeked from window and the rotate, right? He just isolates it, and then he maneuvers into construction to contest the defuse because he already got to kill top red. It would make a lot of sense to stay red or top red, right? It's just stuff like that, which is like very high level, like honestly 4D thinking. That I think like goes a lot, like very underrated. I don't feel like people give Spoit like the credit he deserves when it comes to like positioning. I think he probably has the best positioning in the game, hands down. But I'm just thoroughly impressed. We'll watch another video after this. So like, look at his positioning. Even like when he's in courtyard, which is a very open place, like he positioned himself, like he minimizes the amount he is like revealed to the enemy, right? He covers as much as body possible. He's using the palm tree right there to, you know, mitigate his like where they can see his head. He's using the half wall when he's reloading to mitigate people from blue bar spraying through. It's just very, very, very smart. I bet he does it subconsciously. Like he's tucked himself in freezer to reload, which like I mean he could have easily just reloaded in the middle of a freezer right there, but like he's tucked in. Like it's just stuff like that, which is just like very like smart. And it's, you know, there's a 2v3, 20 seconds left. They have to execute, and he's just holding points of entry, right? Like, he's just so smart. And his, like, just game sense of where enemies are is just, like, honestly very high level as well. He just knows the lion's going to be there in bathroom. You know, he peeks it. He's just very smart. And then like look at this cross replacement. I never see his cross replacement not at head level. And like again, even though I'm like a diamond player, playing against champions, like yeah, my cross replacement isn't as good as this, right? And he also like when he peaks, he always it's like joystick, right? He always peaks where you're going to be, right? And it's so annoying, right? You could be crouching, you could be proning, and he'll just know, right? He'll just have the instinctive like ability to know. And this is him in I believe a 1v4, 1v3. And look at the way he just isolates his ones. He elevated on the bed right there to get an off angle and to get a deeper angle onto the staircase, right? So like first of all, if you're Sledge, it's gonna be weird to take that. And then if you're him, not only is it weird to take it against you, but in addition to that, he's going to have a he's gonna have to, what's it called? The Maestro gets a deeper angle into the staircase, so he's more proactive. And he just kills this guy outside up 3-0. Wow, that's embarrassing. I would just go AFK, bro. I wouldn't want to peek spoit. We're gonna watch this clip and then we'll move on to another video. So this is him on Villa Sledge. He's playing a lot of Sledge, I've noticed. Just slam that guy. Look at the cross replacement and just the one tap. So there's a guy behind the shield I can see. I wonder if he's going to just smoke this guy's back. I saw him behind the shield. This is a very like a more common setup on Villa, I've noticed. He's pushing up, he's taking map control. He's playing ACOG, which is kind of weird. Looks for the cam. Peeking out. And one thing I've noticed that I honestly don't think a lot of people are noticing is that Spoit doesn't like mess with all the like bolo leans, right? He's very like concise with his movement. There's no bolo leaning, there's no bolo peeking. He'll lean peek, right? And I think that's something that like a lot of people like get caught up in, right? A lot of people get caught up in this like this like sense like, oh, I got a bolo peek, I gotta look good, but dude, Spoit is just good, right? He's definitively the best ranked player, and he's not doing all the crazy right? And I think that's like the main contributing factor there is that you're just a good player, right? Good players don't need to do that, right? They don't need to do the Shaiko peek, they don't need to lean. Like, yeah, if a good player does use it in their arsenal, right, it's good, right? It makes sense. But I see like a lot of these players in like Diamond Champion, High Plat, who are just like imitating like the Shaiko, imitating Bolo, and they just don't do it. They don't do it successfully. Whereas like someone like Spoit, he's not doing it because he doesn't need to, right? You don't need to do it to be a good player, and I think a lot of people get caught up in that kind of like zeitgeist. Probably not the right word there. Let's watch another one of Spoit's videos real fast, and I'll cut to that. Alright, so the next we're going to watch is Cheating My Way to #1 Champion. This is a week ago. I'm excited to see what the Spoit guy does here. This is from the Shotgun, playing big window on Chalet. Let's see. So here's like here's what I mean by aggression. So like they have man advantage. He doesn't need to do this, of course, and like it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's just insane. This is an insane shot. Yeah, I've seen this. So another thing I've noticed, right, and this is again the aggression. He will aggress with operators he doesn't have to, and I think that's like part due to like his confidence, right? He is just he's such a confident player, right? He knows he's better than who he's peaking, and I can't blame him. If I was Spoit and I was this good, I would be doing the same stuff. But yeah, I would hate to peek him. But this is another one of his signature aggression, right? He swings man advantage in his favor for 15 seconds of the round, and he's not going to back off. I would have been okay with my pick here, and I would have backed off, and I think a lot of players would be, but he's got that man advantage. He's playing an operator that has very, moderate influence later in the round, right? He can throw his life away here, and I think he knows that, but he just picks up another one there on Koji, and then he just picks up a third on Thakil, poor Thakil. And yeah, I mean, he just does that. Like, I would hate to play against this guy, but like, again, it's what I'm talking about. He's very smart in his positioning, right? He's very smart in his operator selection, and the way he does push, and it makes sense. And in combination with his like his absolute unparalleled aim and his just like his aggression and his confidence, I just don't really think there's a player in ranked who's better. And I know he does have competitive aspirations. I believe so. He's on Godsent, and I think he's like competed in some stuff. I would love to see Spoit in Pro League, right? If a player like this is it wants to go into competitive in a year's or two time whenever he's like able to play, dude, I'd hate to play against him. I would hate to play against Spoit, bro. If I was a pro player, like the same thing as Strike, I would not want to play this guy. But yeah, honestly, like just insanely good. Look at that cross replacement, just pop, one tap. I think I've noticed he doesn't go for like a lot of crazy wall bangs, right? I mean, he wall banged there and he just absolutely just slammed that kid into another dimension. Like, he doesn't have to, like, right? And I probably, like, there's another thing a lot of good people do, is they don't go for, like, wall bangs. They'll go for pre-fires, but they don't go for wall bangs, which I think is, like, very smart, right? So I get teammates for his plant. He's playing with shots. Hey, shout out shots. Shots to the homie of mine. Yeah, but like he plays like just so aggressive. But like again, it's not like aggressive in a bad way, right? Like you can play aggressive and just do terrible. Believe me, I do that all the time as Twitch. But like the way he plays aggressive is he just mitigates his like hitbox as much as possible. He takes fights that is like it's favored for him, right? He doesn't take fights that are disadvantageous. He always takes fights where he has the advantage. Except right there, you know, he dropped into someone while getting tracked, but like still, you know, got his one. I don't know what Thermite was doing, bro. Thermite was AFK in the brain right there. But like look at him. Like he's holding the drop. He knows someone's gonna want to peek him because he got tracked. Sees them, takes it. Honestly, like just insane, and then you know fades to black. This is one of my favorite clips. This is a 1v3. I reacted to this in the first video. So 1v3 is sitting in elbow. All they have to do is plant the bomb. They're gonna try to peek spoit, and don't ever do this by the way if you're in a 1vx. I don't even care if you're up, right? So they're just pushing him instead of playing objective, right? You know, Ace pushed him with a pistol. Twitch died because of the Ace, and then and then this guy just swings out and dies. Like, dude, like really, man, really, bro. Don't do that. That's a throw. But I guess in conclusion, I'll say this, bro. Spoit is inhuman, bro. That guy is cracked. I think he's probably like legitimately like a prodigy, right? If you guys don't know who Benjamaster is, he played on Kawana Gaming. Benjamaster was a former ranked 1 champion, right? Like legitimately ranked 1 champion multiple seasons in a row, top 10 champion, like consistently. And he played with Spoit a lot. And, you know, like, Benjamaster is like a prodigy. But, like, I think Spoit is probably better than Benjamaster. But don't get me wrong. Benjamaster's insane. Dude, that guy's crazy. I had the pleasure of working with him in the past. So I'm a little bit biased. But, you know, he put up, you know, really good numbers as an inaugural split in EUL. And, I mean, I'm sure that guy will be in Pro League for a while. But I think Spoit is, like legitimately a prodigy. You know, everyone calls him a rank star. But, like, I think, like, fundamentally, he's incredibly smart. I think, just the way he plays is very concise. The way he takes gunfights is intelligent. Everything about Spoit is a very well-rounded player. I don't think a lot of people give him enough credit. I think a lot of people just call him, oh, Spoit aim good law. But it's like Spoit aim good, position good, move good, mitigate hitbox good, make smart decision good. So I mean, I like legitimately, I gotta give it up. Spoit's insane, crazy. Highly recommend you go check him out. His link will be in the description down below. With that being said, guys, it's been Vexian, and you know, peace out. If you guys want more content like this, 25 likes. I'll react to Uzi next or something. That being said, see you guys.